So it has been nearly 2 months since our initial NBC Connecticut Response story aired about Mitchell Boyer. He's a competitive climber in Glastonbury who had his Instagram account flagged for, get this, child exploitation. Then he was removed from the platform.
Whoa. Well, since helping this young man get his account restored, our team has received more than a dozen complaints from other viewers.
I saw your feature on the news, and I said, oh my God, that's exactly what happened to me.
Wow. All right. So consumer investigative reporter Jennifer Joas is here to explain what they've done to help and why there's pressure from Meta to do more.
You know, it took weeks, but we were finally able to break through to someone at Meta, and we were able to help 10 people get their accounts restored.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible. I'm so appreciative. I cannot thank you enough for this.
Michael Tierney was so happy to see his personal Facebook and business Instagram account be reinstated.
I'm in the wedding business. My client is a 25-year-old girl, so it's all about Instagram. Losing it was a big, big deal. I had spent 11 years networking and marketing.
He says half of his business came from Instagram. So when it was flagged for violating community standards and deactivated, he was devastated. He, along with other viewers we've spoken with, say they have no idea why their accounts were flagged, and many of their appeals were quickly denied. Viewers told us they feel like there's no recourse and no way to speak with anyone at Instagram or Facebook.
The worst level of customer service you could have. I mean, in 5 months, not being able to talk to anybody over there, it was extremely frustrating.
Meta has, in effect, a monopolistic power in the market that makes them unresponsive.
U.S. Senator Richard Blumenthal has been vocal about his criticism of Meta and has pushed over the years for more protections for kids online, like through his efforts to pass a Kids Online Safety Act in 2022. According to Meta's website, the company has been taking aggressive action to police its sites and already removed more than 600,000 Instagram and Facebook accounts. But Blumenthal claims Meta's attempts are missing the mark and leading to improper account suspensions.
Meta has failed, totally failed, to do real protection for children. And it has adopted substitutes that it can tout as protection.
NBC stations across the country have received 178 requests for help this year in getting Instagram and Facebook accounts restored. There's also a Change.org petition complaining of no human customer support with more than 52,000 signatures. But Meta says its technology is getting more accurate. And in the third quarter of this year, the content it removed was accurate 90% of the time on Facebook and 87% on Instagram.
What can be done? What can you, Senator, do about this?
Well, we have written, we've had hearings, we have legislation. What we really need is to pass the Kids Online Safety Act, which would impose a duty of care. And I'm fighting for it literally every day.
Would you consider adding a policy that would require Meta be more responsive to people?
They would be required to answer inquiries.
In the meantime, the viewers we helped were thrilled, sending texts and thank yous for helping restore their accounts.
It's like, wow, how does this person have time to do this? And you're texting me at 8:30 at night and emailing me at 7:20 a.m.
I'm very happy about it because it shows that there is power in numbers.
You were successful. I was not on my own, and I really exhausted my options. NBC Connecticut is out there helping ordinary people.
So in your reporting, you say, look, a computer is the one that flags all these things. You're not talking to a person, but we don't want to end up getting our accounts kind of leveled like that. What do you do to try to lessen that possibility?
Through talking to Meta, we realized some people might not realize that they are violating some of these community standards. One of the things you can do is make sure that your age is accurate, and that's right for your kids too. Make sure that their age is accurate as well, because they're back and forth talking with their peers.
It's different.
And you would get flagged if you're set to like a 50-year-old man talking to 15-year-olds.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's number one. The second thing you really want to do is just be mindful of your interactions with people through posts, through comments, through direct messages, and make sure you're setting up two-factor authentication that will hopefully prevent you from losing access to your account and someone then going in and violating one of these community standards.
Well, as we saw, a lot of social media is linked to business. You're messing with someone's business. You're messing with their livelihood. You're out here doing the Lord's work. Thank you, Jennifer.
Of course. Thank you.